Yeah, so I figured I'd do a little review on this guitar that I got because a lot of people are talking about this guitar. It's a Harley Benton. It's the first Harley Benton I've owned. I researched this guitar a lot before I purchased it. I am pretty picky about guitars I play. Um, and I really liked this one from the specs, but I was hesitant because they're pretty great specs in some ways for the money. The guitar was not very expensive. You'll find it on Harley Benton's website. I'm not gonna go into cost pricing anything like that. I'll say that the shipping from Germany was it took a long time. It got held up in customs. I don't know why. Whatever. It did come undamaged, no problem. The guitar is nice. It has these Roswell pickups. They were a main point of my concern with the guitar because I don't know much about Harley Benton. I don't know much about the guitars. I know that it has a Floyd Rose 1000 series tremolo in it, which is great. It's got passive pickups. The bridge pickup it's split. You know, it's like you can go humbucker or single coil, which is cool. Two volume knobs, you know, top and bottom, works nicely. It's got nice Grover tuners. I mean, they're quality Grover tuners. They're Grovers. They're nice. They're good. It's got, you know, a locking neck to work with your extraordinarily expensive Floyd Rose 1000 series original real, you know, not patented tremolo. It came with strap locks. They're a little bit they're a little bit they're a little bit big, but it really doesn't matter. I don't care. I like them actually a lot. They're locking. Let's get the three-way switch. Plays nice. It needed some, like any new guitar. It needed some setup. Nothing serious. I mean, anybody with any kind of anybody can do it. I've read some things online, people saying, you know, the guitar won't stay in tune. Bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. You put this thing in tune, you lock the neck lock, and I swear to God, you could throw this freaking thing out the window onto your driveway, and as long as it's not broken, it'll be in tune. So it's not going out of tune. It sounds good. The pickups were the only point of concern, and I identified those before I even bought the guitar. I had never heard of the Roswell pickups. They're not terrible pickups. The neck pickup is a little bit muddy. Bridge pickup, definitely not hot. You would expect, I mean, you take one look at this guitar, you know, and it's, you know, you'd expect it to have a really hot pickup in it. But again, I didn't because of the pricing. So, I mean, at one point I might swap out the pickup for something else, but it's not terrible. You know, I play specifically a lot of like metal, and you know, I'm running with a line 6 over here, and you know, I can get some pretty insane sound out of that, but it's still not as hot as anything like, you know, like a Seymour Duncan or whatever other, you know. It's certainly not that pickup or that pickup or that one. You know. So overall, great guitar, unbelievable price, you know, awesome. Stays in tune, good. Action, good. You can adjust it, of course. Neck, does it feel just like a Les Paul? No. Couple more frets. It's a 24 fret instead of a 22. So here's my, you know, certainly I will say, you know, you're going with like a Les Paul or like a Dean or even like, you know, a Charvel, something like those. A little bit, they're a little smoother, you know. It's not, it's, I guess that's for me, that's a key point. It's not as smooth as one of those guitars. But I gotta say, I customized all my guitars, and you know, you go through that. You know, you have your string preferences, you have your adjustments for the guitar you're gonna do over time, and it'll probably end up being as smooth, you know, over time. It's got 10 gauge strings on it. I used to only play 10 gauge, and then I switched, and then now I'm back on it, and I really like them. So anyway, I hope this review helps anybody who's interested in the guitar or getting one, to kind of identify what kind of quality is. People say like, oh, you know, the paint wasn't very good or whatever. Maybe that was like the first generation. I'm just not seeing any issues with that. I mean, I couldn't see any issues with that. You know, it's a beautiful guitar. It looks beautiful. Certainly the cost of it, the value you get with that Floyd Rose certainly justifies buying the guitar. I mean, geez, I could just pull that out and sell it and get back almost probably 80% of what this guitar cost me. You know, so I hope you like the review, and I'll see you soon.